The ICEVI, the Nippon Foundation Mathematics Package for Teachers video series, Abacus as a mathematical tool. Title of the video, Fraction Subtraction 524 12 by 13 minus 453 9 by 11. In fraction addition or subtraction, the complication depends on the least common multiple. The denominators which are divisible by numbers are those with multiples of 5 or 10 can be handled easily. When the denominators are prime numbers, that is, when they can be divided by the number 1 only and the number itself, finding out common denominator is not possible. Under these circumstances, the only possibility is to multiply both the numbers to get the least common denominator. In such a case, a simple multiple problem is also involved prior to dealing with the fraction addition or subtraction. That is why the knowledge of multiplication table becomes a desirable skill. However, they should not be treated as an excuse for not taking problems dealing with prime numbers. And in such cases, the additional multiplication process can always be handled. Let us demonstrate this with the example 524 12 by 13 minus 453 9 by 11. The denominators of the two fractions are 13 and 11, and therefore the least common denominator is nothing but the multiplied value of these two. If the child is not comfortable with the multiplication table involving two digits, then this can be treated as a separate multiplication problem before proceeding with the fraction subtraction. Let us assume that the child is familiar with the multiplication tables, and therefore we take the multiplied value 143 as the least common denominator and set it in the denominator section. Now let us take up the whole numbers. Set the number 5 to 4 in the section meant for the whole number. That is 5 in the 9th column from the right side of the abacus, 2 in the 8th column, and 4 in the 7th column. The second number 453 should be subtracted from 524. That is 4 subtracted from 5. That will leave you with 1. Then to subtract 5 from 2, subtract 1 in the higher column and add 5 with the 2 in the upper abacus. Finally, we should subtract 3 from 4. The subtracted value is 71. Now take the first fraction 12 by 13. Set the numerator 12 in the extreme left of the abacus, skip one column and set the denominator 13. By keeping your left hand on the 13 and right hand on the common denominator 143, ask how many 13s in 143. It is naturally the other denominator. By saying 11, you clear 13 and set 11. Now multiply 11 and the numerator 12. The result 132 can be set in the numerator section. This multiplication 11 by 12 can also be considered as a separate multiplication in case the child is not familiar with the multiplication table. Now clear the first fraction. Now take the second fraction, set the numerator 9 of the fraction in the left extreme of the abacus, leave one column and set the denominator 11. By keeping your left hand on the 11 and right hand on the common denominator 143, ask how many 11s in 143. As already mentioned, the other denominator is the result here. By saying 13, clear 11 and set 13. Now multiply 13 with the numerator 9, which is 117. That should be subtracted from 132, and the result you get is 15. Check the numbers now. You have 71 in the whole number column, 15 in the numerator, and 143 in the denominator. The fraction part 15 by 143 cannot be further simplified, and therefore the final result is 71 15 by 143. In the case of double digit denominators, which are prime numbers, the fraction part of the result will always have a higher number, which is at least having 3 digits. Let us take up some more examples dealing with the prime numbers to provide more practice.